Online and on-ground education. In the developing world, new technologies have entered different spheres of life, including education. The breakthrough in online studying demonstrated that online courses, self-education, video lectures, or other forms of remote education could sometimes substitute traditional face-to-face lessons with teachers. Today, the variety of online courses allows students of all ages from any part of the world to have access to knowledge. At the same time, many people doubt the effectiveness of remote education, as many subjects require on-ground practice or more engagement from a teacher. Generally, the discussions focused on these two types of education cover issues like the convenience, accessibility, effectiveness, and recognition of both. This paper aims to compare and contrast online and on-ground education and indicate which of the two is more appropriate in the modern world. Today, online schools and universities offer a wide range of learning opportunities, making education easy and accessible for different students. However, some people still believe that remote studies cannot substitute traditional on-ground lessons. The comparison and contrast of the two types of education would allow students to define the pros and cons of both and choose the most effective option. It is possible to say that although online learning can also offer accessible lessons of good quality, sometimes it cannot be enough for the full understanding of a subject or sufficient practice. The first aspect to consider in the major difference between online and on-ground education is the convenience and accessibility of studies. In the case of remote courses, students do not have to attend educational institutions and can study from anywhere in the world. Such education is especially helpful for students with disabilities or anxiety from being among other people. On-ground instruction, on the other hand, requires physical attendance of lessons. Students have to spend time on their way to the school or university but receive important social skills from face-to-face communication with teachers and classmates. Effectiveness is a decisive factor for many students, teachers, and parents. Online education indeed provides basic skills in particular areas of study, although it also places certain restrictions on the practical implementation of the knowledge. For example, it is easy to develop numeracy skills by taking up an online course in mathematics. However, it is impossible to become a doctor through remote lessons that do not include dealing with patients and conducting medical procedures. This idea is connected with the fact that some of the subjects are complicated and require more profound instructions from the teacher. On-ground education is a more student-based approach, while online lessons do not always include in-person consultations. Moreover, remote courses require students to be more self-disciplined and organize their time. Not everybody can remain organized and motivated without proper control of teachers, as in the case of traditional education. Other aspects to discuss are connected with financial issues and the recognition of education. On-ground education is considered more expensive as it generally lasts for a longer period and includes travel expenses. Online courses, on the other hand, do not require any additional payment. At the same time, online education is rarely recognized by other educational institutions or workplaces. Although this type of study is spreading, it has not become a standard yet, and it is often aimed at the personal development of a student rather than creating a basis for a future career. In conclusion, the comparative analysis of online and on-ground education can help students decide if they would like to follow modern trends or adhere to the educational tradition. Both types of studies have their advantages and disadvantages, and individuals should define their preferences to choose the better option. At the same time, the comparison demonstrated that on-ground learning is still more effective than online courses. It provides a student-centered approach, more practice opportunities, and is usually officially recognized.